This is Agatha Carter, and you're watching the Urban Wrestling Network.
What's really good is the Talk New York Chef coming at you with a brand new series we're doing for the LFC. This is my guy, Hannibal Wolf. I'll let them introduce themselves in a minute. This is Crooked Smile, whichever angle they are when it records, just whatever it is. Obviously, you've seen Agatha Carter in the intro. We just want to say thank you, Agatha Carter, because she's obviously super beautiful and she blessed us with that. We are also starting with Agatha Carter because we decided to do this new type of show where we'll talk about a specific fighter for the LFC individually instead of just doing LFC podcast. We do have LFC 30 that's done, finished, just waiting for the green light to go off. Gentlemen, please introduce yourself.
Go ahead. I'm letting you go
Oh,
first.
whoa. This is being nice today. Okay.
I mean, you listen. You did have a crazy night last night where someone tried to break into your home. So at least he
Hey,
could do
using that.
is try to let somebody,
It's common courtesy, or I could just take it back and do my own thing. But
deal with his 9 million intros.
Right. All right. So what's good, y'all? My name is Crooked Smile, aka. No, I'm just joking. I'm doing good, y'all. I'm doing good, y'all. And yeah, man, had a crazy night. My brain's still rattled, but yeah. So Hannibal, go ahead, man.
Hello, y'all. My name is Hannibal Wolf, aka Godzilla. That's all I got today. Cause my head hurting too. Your face. Had a little incident last night at training. Got cracked on my head a little bit. I'm a little rough out from it. My neck's killing me a little bit, but other than that, I'm good. How y'all gentlemen today?
Listen, I'm great. I'm wonderful. I went to sleep okay. I didn't have someone try to break into my home. I didn't get dropped on my head. So I'm doing all right. I'm doing
Hey,
all right
man,
over here.
you got one up on
How's
both of us, so you're doing good.
wrong with him today?
I don't know, man. But he did have a problem with his AC yesterday, so
I did.
Yeah.
I did. So listen, all show straight up Agatha Carter. Like I said, we did a poll to see who we would want to go first. I won't say the other two names. One of them is obviously someone that he fanboys with, and I knew if I picked Agatha Carter, Hannibal would mess with him, and we're not gonna say her name, and we're gonna try to limit it so he doesn't go off the rails with it. Now,
Call her BL.
oh no, everyone knows who the goddess or the queen bee is, and everybody by
you
now
said
knows
BL,
Yeah. Or
BI.
BI. Whoop.
BI, yeah,
Hey,
BI, man. What are
concussion,
you spelling over here?
concussions, bro. Bro.
So listen, I thought this would be the perfect way to transition into going into what we decided to do with Agatha Carter, is to bring up the conspiracy bite, where when we did the interview with Agatha Carter, which will be in the links, um, Crooked Smile tried to get her to incriminate herself if we were doing some kind of court thing and he was a judge or a lawyer or something, and say that she did bite Bella Inc. in one of the matches. The conspiracy bite, I would like you to elaborate on your conspiracy theory of Agatha Carter and her biting supposed antics.
well, she's been proven to bite somebody in a previous fight before the one with, as we'll call her right now, Bi. So
BI.
it's a common thing with her. Like she's done it before. And it's been a couple times she's done it. So
Hold
why?
up. When you say proven, in what way has she been proven? Because you thought you've seen it?
No, she's been disqualified before for biting somebody.
One time, yeah.
All right, so she has a track record of biting people, and it's in her name. She's a cannibal, and it's crazy because if you go on LFC.com,
Good
her
plug.
shirt her shirt does say "Love at First Bite," so it kind of can't be a conspiracy if you're making shirts that say stuff about biting and then you've been disqualified about biting. But hey, if you can pick up the win, you can pick up the win. I got nothing against it.
Well, you know how we say it's not a crime if you don't get caught. Now, if she's
You got caught twice.
well, once she got caught and got disqualified and took the L, and then what was the other one where she got caught twice?
Well, I guess it's he say she say in the second one because she didn't get
There you
disqualified
go.
for it.
There you go. Like I said, and we've covered this a few times. I did not see it. I've rewatched it. I still haven't seen it. She did get the win from that fight, though. But it's not
clear.
a crime, huh?
It's if you watch that fight at the end of the round, I believe it's at the end of round 1.
It's the end of round 1. It's I think was it 27? I think it's LFC 27. I think it is.
It's LFC 27 or
Agatha Carter versus Bella Inc. And I think it was 27 first round.
Yeah, at the end of the first round, you could see he bites her. It's clear as day. Like, hey,
Hannibal, what do you have for this this conspiracy theory that's been being thrown around, where he wants to incriminate her and throw mud on her name?
I'm not throwing mud on her. I'm just saying.
I think you in a fight, right? This is a fight. This is lingerie fighting championship, correct? So, you got to win by any means possible. And biting is, I mean, if you look at old school fighting anywhere, whether it's in war, whether it's in any type of fight, people bite, man. Especially when they're getting like desperate. You have to find, if someone's on top of you and they're just bam, 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 and you bite them, it throws them off like that. Bro, Evander Holyfield. Ask Evander Holyfield.
How are you still throwing out? I thought we were done with this Holyfield thing.
I'm just saying. He lost half his ear because of Mike Tyson. Because what did Tyson do? He bit him. And it got in Holyfield's head. Literally.
You know what, Crooked I like doing podcasts with because he doesn't throw the New York hate all the time. I got to deal with this from Evil Lone Say, and I got to deal with this from Hannibal. This is the second podcast in a row that somehow he throws, dirt on Mike Tyson's name. And where's Mike Tyson from? Mike Tyson. Listen, Mike Tyson's from the home of the brave. He's from Brooklyn, New York, and that just seems like you're targeting New York people. If you you're headbutting Tyson, bit a quarter of your ear off to a tit for a tat. She didn't bite any piece of Bella Ink off, so I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I just think it was more she's using it as a way to get in your mind. She's fighting someone and then she's got the disadvantage. Bite them, she can take advantage and get advantage. Why not? It's a fight, right? We're trying to win the fight.
So you say it's in a fight, but why does UFC not allow it? And why would you get disqualified in LFC?
Parameters. I think people have been bitten in you because they got some of them got the dang
mouth guard.
Still, but Agatha Carter has a mouth guard in too. They have mouth guards in at LFC.
Yeah, so then what is the bite really going to do? It's like rubber bites.
It doesn't matter. You still got the bottom teeth.
Still throws you off. It's just intimidation factor. It's all it is.
Intimidation factor. It's mind games. I agree with Hannibal. If we were in the court of law, I'm going to take his side because I think what he's saying is just a mind game.
Crooked, I got a question for you. If I'm sitting there and I'm wailing on you, right, and you can't get your arms because I got your arms pinned, what are you going to do? You going to headbutt me, which hurts you more than it hurts me, or are you going to bite me and throw me off for a second?
I'm going to get shotgunned. I'm getting shotgunned.
Stop swearing,
but no,
bro.
I'm not going to bite you. It makes no sense.
I'll bite the shit out
So wait. So you're saying if you guys... He's saying in a real fight.
If you get down and dirty, if it's like an old school down and dirty fight, no weapons, just bare knuckle, and you're not giving up.
You're going to get your face punched in instead of biting him?
I don't. Well,
if you sat there and bit my arm, I'd be like, mother, and then you can take advantage of that.
I don't know who he is, what he's been around. I could catch something that could be even worse.
Or he could punch your face into.
No,
I'm beating the tar out of you.
No,
you're defenseless right now.
I'm biting everybody if I have to. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm just saying. And I'm biting. I'm biting for sure. I'm biting everybody. I'm biting everybody. You got to think about it. You got to protect yourself. And obviously, she took it. Supposedly, she took advantage of a situation, and she won.
See, this is why you guys get along. Now we got Goldilocks of Hannibal, and we got. Look at that, man.
This guy's the alternate. He's, you know what it is. He doesn't like
a bird.
You're like the Lord of the Birds.
The Lord.
Oh my god.
Listen, so the conspiracy thing only really is around this young man right here, or wherever Crooked Smile is.
How's a conspiracy theory when you have a shirt made, "Love at First Bite"?
How do you know she's not
for LFC?
How do you know she's not a vampire fan?
It doesn't, because she's been proven to bite somebody.
No, by you. You said that.
No, the referee saw it.
All right, but when we talked to her, she said, "Hey, I don't know. I just kind of snap and black out at times."
Of course she did.
Of course. Amazing.
Listen, I'm going to take the word of the woman who's in the ring over us that are sitting here.
Okay.
Watching.
You can do that.
So look. So then we go to body painting, which is my thing. Love her art. I think she's super dope. And
Definitely.
I'm going to throw him under the bus, not Crooked this time, the other guy. Because we technically previously did this, had some issues. We bring this up, and he was like, "She cosplays?" This guy did his homework and missed out the one thing that I was super amped up about her having. And now the cool part was, and I did mention this before, when me and Crooked Smile had interviewed her, and I know Crooked wants to say, Hannibal was not on the podcast yet. He was not nurtured into the room of the podcast game. We had talked to her, and she was saying, "Hey, I got a few to do. I like doing the Mortal Kombat stuff, and I'm gonna do Poison Ivy."
She has Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
tell her she should do Sindel.
She's done Raiden. And I forgot the girl who has the purple outfit. Is that
you're telling me you still haven't done your research?
I didn't know she did.
Yesterday?
I was at practice.
Her Instagram has everything.
I don't creep on Instagrams.
Do me a favor. Take over the body painted thing for a second, Crooked, so I can find Raiden.
So yeah, so she's a huge person in the art game. She does her own body art, and it's genius. This looks amazing. Like she does her own canvas, like on her own body, and like I've not seen someone do something so amazing. She's done things like Punisher. She's done things like Poison Ivy. She's done all sorts of things. Like, it's on her Instagram. You could see it, and it's absolutely amazing. Like, I'm lost for words on how amazing she can do this. Like, I couldn't paint my own body looking in a mirror, and like I couldn't even draw a smiley face on myself without like messing it up and everything else like that. Yeah.
Oh no,
I can't believe,
because I'm an artist, and when I had asked her, I said, "Hey, I said it's got to be harder to do yourself than and she was like, "No, it's easier to do yourself." And I'm going to tell you now, I don't care what she says. I definitely know it's not. Well, to her, maybe it's easier. I can't find Raiden, but this is one of her Mortal Kombat things. All body paint. That is official. That is official. So
10. Yeah.
So yeah, she's super dope with it. And it was one of the cool things that we got to talk to her about. And when we did the interview, please listen to it because it was a lot of insight. Crooked Smile kept it all LFC in her fighting. I kept it all art. So it was kind of a dynamic duo of how to,
Yeah, since we're going into Halloween, one that she has done is a Freddy Krueger one.
Oof.
Bro, if you look at that Freddy Krueger one she did, it looks amazing. Like, stunning. amazing.
So Hannibal, wink, wink. Look at her Instagram and check her stuff out. Wink, wink.
I will. I'll check it out.
We'll have to ask him on the next pod to see if he did it. He'd be like, "Nah, I've been busy, man.
Nah, brother.
I got dropped on my head.
I got my head dropped on my head, brother. I forgot."
So now Hannibal, I covered my cosplay. We're each taking something for her. We obviously pulled out the conspiracy bite that I thought it was one of the funnest parts of an interview I've ever been a part of, when he literally tried to make her narc on herself, and it was hilarious, and it was a dope spot. Now, I know you said that one of the things you'd like to see her do is add a submission move to her arsenal of fighting. Please break that down so, we can get this going and popping.
So I was watching. So, I did do some homework, guys. I watched her highlights. I watched how she fights and how she comes at people. She's very good at she's got the jiu-jitsu background. So she's very good at control. She can control a body, which is something you need as a fighter, and in any type of profession where you're moving somebody around. You need to have control of the body, because you don't want to either hurt them, or you don't want them to get on top of you. So you keep them control. There's positions I've seen where people have been on top. It looks like the one guy's on top of the one guy, but then it this bird just left.
No, I'm sorry.
But basically, I was watching her, and a lot of her stuff, she's good at her strikes on the thing. On when she's on top, she can just, she sits there and controls real well. My suggestion to her was to add a submission. It's called a jujikatami. It's a choke. It's a legit choke if you pull it a certain way. I know a lot of professional wrestlers use it. There's a lot of UFC guys that use it. It would be very good for her. Like, I think it would look good for her, and it would help her win-loss record, because if she locks that in on somebody and they don't know how to get out of it or anything, they're done. They're going to go to sleep. If she's going to, and it doesn't, and LFC stresses, don't hit in the face, don't bloody anything. If she just locks in a nasty submission hold, if she's able to get to it and just cranks it on somebody, they're going to either tap out or they're done. And I think her doing a jujikatami, that'd be awesome. She's able, because she's so good on the ground, if she can just transition, lock it in, she's got it. W right then and there. What do you think, Crooked?
No, I definitely agree. That's one devastating submission. Like, it's a submission you don't want to be put in, because that could definitely take you out of action for a good amount of time if it's locked in properly and definitely executed the right way. It's gonna knock her opponent out. Like, they're gonna go to sleep. It's either you're gonna choke or go to sleep. Simple as that. Exactly. And it's it's not something you want to go night to, or as Chef would say, sleepy weepy.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to go sleepy weepy.
I love me a good submission, especially in a fight. It just makes the fight more interesting, because sometimes you think the person's got it, and then they just lock in something. You're just like, oh. I mean, heck, she could even use a heel hook if she wants to. That's a good one. That'll make her. I've been putting those. They hurt.
Those suck.
You know what?
Or you can put in a knee bar.
You have a suggestion for the body paint. Back to the body paint, John. You have a suggestion, right? What she should do for body paint, her next thing.
Wait. Take it easy. I know he wants that, but she wants. Yeah. She said she would do punchline, and you people better not stop that from happening, because I'm a huge punchline fan. So, after punchline, what do you think should be next?
I was thinking, hopefully, as a cheap plug for us, I was hoping maybe she could do something as a Heel Team 6 logo type look and everything else like that, maybe, because she's great at her art. And hey, why not put some graffiti look art on your body? I think it'd be a great look. I sure as hell would enjoy seeing that.
I'm not going to say no to it ever. But I'm definitely, I don't know how to go upon it, because I can't be like, yo, ma, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold it down. Hey, yo, ma, hold it down real quick. You know what I mean? Like, but now she's super dope with it. The one thing I was going to say is, it's weird in LFC that you actually see at times girls turn their backs on some girls. Like, they'll like they'll turn around and do things. We've seen it a few times. And I think at that point, and it's the perfect way for me to throw out my favorite submission of all time, I would love to see her use the $1 Million Dream. And how dope would that be if somebody did some ignorant-ish, turned around, and she just locked it in and did, the $1 Million Dream, and it would be freaking dope. I would love it, but I'm a fanboy of that move.
So I'm gonna throw out a name that hasn't been dropped on the pod for a long time, and Chef's gonna love this one. I think she should do a knee bar, something similar to as TJP throws on his opponents.
A TJP reference hasn't been thrown out here in months.
gotta start bringing it back. But it's a sick move.
Roll?
Like, huh?
Is it called an Amari roll? In Mari roll? Is that what he does? He like rolls under the guy and then flips him and grabs the knee bar?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's an Amari roll. I don't know exactly for sure. Because I've seen it before.
If she needs, knee bar. She could put TJP knee bar, and I'm pretty sure on YouTube it'll show it somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I think those are all dope things. Now, here goes the thing. Who should be next for Agatha Carter? I'm going to start with Crooked. And here goes your opportunity to finally say what you've been wanting to say. This is why I left it for last, so you can have your piece. Hannibal, next opponent for Agatha Carter.
In LFC? I think
we're not talking WWE here.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, I think she would be good against maybe a veteran, or maybe she can get a new girl, break a new girl in. She could test out her new submissions on the new girl if she wants to use that Junji Katami. She could test that out against the new girl and be like, "Welcome to LFC," and then put him in. Make him go to sleep. Her win-loss record hurts her. She's 1-3. That's her win-loss record. Okay. I think it would be good. Maybe she can get against somebody who's got the same record, or maybe someone a little like a new person, so she can help push that record up.
They do have the booty camp prospects.
Yeah. Ask one of them, and they could have in against Agatha, and Agatha could be like, "Welcome to LFC," and just, and do what she has to do against them. She's proven she can fight, and she's a good fighter. But I think she should go against somebody that's new, help break them in, and, get a dub for her, or maybe someone who's got the same record, and, see where she's at, and then maybe to capitalize on that to start momentum, to start winning and winning and winning and winning more and more. I wouldn't want her to go against anybody that's like got a better record, because then like that could hurt her in the long run. Like, blah, 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 blah.
Well, I don't know because supposedly from when we had Larkin on the LFC 30 show we did, he said that the Tomiko chick, who's like 1-5, is a fan favorite at 1-5, and she's on like every show.
True.
I would like her to go against her.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight. Just to see him go at it. So, or maybe a prospect. But that's just my thing. I think she should go against someone who's a prospect or somebody who's got a similar record. So she can showcase if she wants to do something new. She can show something new, maybe show more of an aggressive side against that person and get the W, because they're not going to know what to do, because they only know the Agatha Carter.
I'm with you on the prospect thing 100%. As long as it's not that chick Brooke from New York City, the shit stirrer. Because I want that girl to come in and like actually do something. You know what I mean? I don't want her to come in and get fed a loss. Because it is what it is. But
oh, man.
Listen, and I know you want 3. You want the trilogy. So go ahead. You can now do. We've done enough of the podcast where you did not say her name. Now you can get into your fan thing and go ham for whatever it is. Who do you want her to fight next? We obviously know what you're gonna say. So go ahead, my brother.
So I'm looking to see the trilogy between the cannibal and the goddess is what I'm looking to see. Because they're 1-1 versus each other. Why not end it on a trilogy out of the best of 3 series and see who gets the upper hand into the final battle. If it didn't come down to where it would be Bella versus Agatha, I would love to see Agatha versus Jenny Bloody Valentine.
Ooh, that's a good fight. That's a good fight.
It's somebody in the, because Jenny is in the top 10. I think Agatha deserves to be in the top 10. So if Agatha could beat Jenny, why not place and solidify herself in the top 10 after that if she beats her?
I completely agree. I like that. I was going to say something, and I was like, he's going to say something, and I'm going to be like, oh, I hate it. But no, I completely agree. I love the trilogy idea. I love the Jenny Bloody Valentine idea. My thing is, and on the last one, this is how we'll end it. The last LFC 30 we watched, we all feel that it ended on some bullshit, and I'm not going to edit that out because I want people to understand that. That shit ended whack. And with no kind of anything. I don't even know why she was in that match in the first place. But she comes in and wins it. I would have loved to have seen the girls actually stand up for their brand, what they've been doing, and jump her. Like, you're not going to think you could do that, and we'll just jump you and beat you up. At this point, I would actually like to see a faction. I would like to see Bella Inc., Lauren Fogel, and Agatha Carter become the mean girls of LFC. I know they have the black team and the pink team. I want them to have their own team. And I want them to kind of be like the female nasty version of the NWO. I want them to come out, mollywop girls just because. You don't have to have them interrupt matches. The match could be over, and they could just come in and stomp somebody out, put them in the feed real quick. That's just my opinion. I love those 3 girls. I think they should all come together and just, dominate the LFC. Gentlemen, your thoughts on that? And then we're plugs, and we're out of here.
I like it. It'll be new. They don't really, LFC's relatively thing. They get their first major faction in there, and if they do it right, it'll be good. It'll look nice, and they keep the girls strong. It'll help them establish themselves as the top girls in LFC. It'll also help their careers, long run. Look at these 3 as possible LFC champions, in the future, 1 or 3 of them, or heck, they can even bring a tag championship. I don't know, or something, or a trio.
Can you imagine that a dual LFC fight, 2 girls in the ring at the same? Well, it'll be 4 girls versus each other, 2-on-2.
I've seen fights where they have it to where it's like 2-on-2 or stuff like that.
I think it's Russia. War. They have 5-on-5.
Yeah, I think so.
So LFC could actually have like a 2-on-2. I like this idea. LFC, these are free ones for you.
Yeah, it's you do it. Yeah, factions always make the concept of a faction is like, as a professional wrestler, factions are kind of everywhere now because of that New Japan influence. But great people always come out of factions. You put guys together because, or in this case, you would put 3 girls together because they're the toughest, they're the baddest, and they all want the same thing. And then we eventually, there's going to be a de facto leader, but if they can do it right, they can just switch in and out. Like, the one girl loses the belt, so they send the other one. Oh, she's going to go get it, and they could do stuff like that and have fun with that. And that would be something new and unique to LFC, because I don't think in any women's fighting I've ever seen like a female faction group that has been it's been positioned to be dominant. I hate going to use professional wrestling, but you have the beautiful people. They're the only like female faction I've ever seen in wrestling, quite honestly. Except for when WWE tried it a few years ago, and it was, they had the Team Bad. Remember, it was like Naomi, Sasha, and all them.
Yeah, it was.
And then they had the NXT girls, and they don't want to pull the plug on the 4 horsewomen. So it's like, they don't want to do that, which is just dumb. But I'm just throwing that out there. There's never been, they can set themselves apart with the LFC with the first like big, strong female faction. And that could be great. Stop it with the V1 garbage.
This is Fortune. Impact.
I was talking about female. I wasn't talking about male, sir.
The only other one that I think did, and it was a short stint, female-wise, I think might have been the Dollhouse. They had a nice little stint, but none of them really won belts or nothing like that. Put your hand down.
Yeah.
So with all of that, to be honest with you,
Agatha is the leader, because Could
Well, I
you
don't-
imagine she?
I honestly, I think that I think Bella would be the more vocal one. I think
She could
that Agatha would look amazing. And I mean, to be honest, I mean, if you because I think it's what four off. I think it's four for the pink, four for the black team, right? Or is it five?
I believe it's 5.
All right. So let's just for hypothetical, we don't give them 5. We'll give them 4. Jolene Hex would be the perfect person as their like Hogan type to kind of lead this. You know, like they could have their group and it could be super special. I would definitely stick those 4 ladies together. Jolene Hex is a mad woman. Agatha Carter, we know, is has some conspiracies being thrown around as a dirty fighter. You know, like the conspiracy is real. You know, according to certain individuals on the show. Gentlemen, this was the Agatha Carter. Show some love. This is what we do. I actually had fun doing this one. Guys, plug your social medias. Up before you guys do, www.urbanwrestlingnetwork.com. That's where you can check all our content. And you can also, it's Lingerie Dojo Club, I think is the Facebook. So that's how we represent the LFC. We show love to them. We kind of, mix it all together. Gentlemen, now please plug yourselves. Pause.
You can go ahead and catch me on Instagram at crookedsmile_HT6. And yeah, that's it.
All right, y'all can catch me at the Tyrant Hannibal Wolf on Instagram. I post all my wrestling stuff there and also wrestling related stuff. And also, let's throw this in here. Any of the LFC girls, if you want us to do a thing on you or a bio or an interview, hit us up. Hit Chef, hit me or Chef or Crooked up. Just come on in. We'll do interviews. We'll talk about what you want to talk about. It's a chill setting here on our podcast. What we do everything like that, and we may you never know. We may start doing. We did the bio for Agatha today. If you want us to do a bio on you, hit us up. Send us some highlights, all that other stuff, so we can put it all together for you.
Absolutely.
Hey, we've had it happen before, man. Trust me. And we had one that reached out to us, and it was bad. I'll just say that. I'm not gonna throw any names, but it was bad.
Yeah.
Make sure you have a resume.
So at Urban Wrestling Podcast is our Instagram. At Heel Team 6 Brand. I'm not gonna plug myself. There's no need to. Ladies and gentlemen, for me, my boys, happy birthday, Evil Once.
Happy birthday, you old Puerto Rican bird.
Whoa.
Happy birthday, Evil Once. And
See?
Evo Orbit.
Bond. Gotta throw Evil Orbit. Now
Got throw him in there.